Welcome to 5 Minutes of Faith. Apostle Trevor Banks here. We're in the study on creating your world. We're looking in the book of Genesis at the life of Adam and Eve, the mandate given by God to be fruitful, multiply, replenish, subdue, and have dominion, and some of the various aspects of the creation of Eden. And so right now, let me make a statement. The Garden of Eden meaning delightful place, the Garden of Eden demonstrated heaven on earth. Now remember, the rebellion of Satan, or Lucifer at the time, he rebelled from the earth to heaven. If you read in Isaiah 14, you'll find that he was saying, I'll exalt my throne above the stars of God. I'll be like the Most High. I'll sit in the sides of the north. He was speaking from the earth. He had been given charge of a third of the angels. Part of his jurisdiction was the earth. This was before the creation of Adam and Eve. This is what brought about the darkness, the fall, the destruction and all, and God's ultimate time of restoration. So now we have, God has created a garden. He has brought the atmosphere of heaven, I'll say it this way, into what was at one time Satan or Lucifer's backyard. Now God did that for a reason. An extraordinary place of peace and divine order was extreme, and it was brought from heaven or created by God on the earth. Now the earth was being restored, but yet there was darkness. There was a realm, a spiritual realm of darkness that Satan and his cohorts, a third of the angelic host that had fallen, they occupied. This was in the earth realm. This was in the realm outside of the Garden of Eden. So God brings this divine order, this Garden of Eden, into the earth realm. Now, notice something. I want to give you some keys on spirit warfare. Notice something here. The peace was the main characteristic of the garden, and peace is the substance of heaven's atmosphere. In heaven, there's no confusion. It's peace. And so God brought that dimension, that atmosphere into the earth realm. And now peace was taking on what I would like to term a military function. God brought peace here. And that peace he was going to use through his creation, Adam, to expand that garden or that atmosphere of peace throughout the earth until the whole earth was again filled with the glory of God, the atmosphere of heaven. Now, this order had tarnished God's creation. We knew that from the beginning. It was now entering into a warfare, light versus darkness. Order was going to contend with disorder. Glory, God's glory was going to consume the inferior or carnal nature. And so we see this. And the first commission that God gave was to be fruitful, multiply, replenish, subdue, and have dominion. Now, I made a statement a while back that Alexander conquered the world through force. We're not talking about force here. We're not talking about forcing your will on someone else, manipulating, coercing, and making them do something they don't want to do. We're not talking about that dominion. We're talking about a dominion where peace invades confusion, where peace and light invade darkness, where order takes over disorder. You see, we're so occupied with God that we're not giving the devil our attention. We're not ignorant of his devices, nor do we give him place, because if we give him no place, he has no authority. That's the way we want to keep it. So, Adam's immediate responsibility was to tend the garden, to increase the garden, to enlarge the garden. His ultimate responsibility was to bring order to the rest of the planet. That was his responsibility. Now, we have to understand, Satan couldn't come into the garden and just violently take anything. He had no authority. Adam hadn't given it to him yet. I want to say that about your life as we wind up this 5 minutes of faith. You give him no place. You stand firm on the word of God. He has no authority, he has no right, and he has no place. Stay in your garden. Stay in your grace. Outwork that grace. Tap your potential, that which has not been used yet. Expand, enlarge, grow, increase. This is the mandate until the whole earth is filled with the glory of God. God will use you. You are his instrument. Be encouraged. And when you have to encourage yourself, my time's up. Until next time, God bless you. And remember, you don't need a whole lot of faith. Activate the faith you've got. God bless you.